This is just a reminder that the love that you see in me is a love that you should see in you. It should be a reminder of the love that you see in you. Something I learned from listening to Trevor Hall. He reminded me of something I've been saying for a while now, but it's something that I said once, but I don't think I ever repeated it. That when I say I love you and I'm looking into the camera, I'm talking to myself, but at the same time, I'm talking to you, and it's something that you should say to yourself every day if you can, or every time that you need to hear that. You don't need anybody else to tell you that to tell you those words before yourself, and for you to feel loved. Love is something that you should feel within yourself before anyone else external gives you that love. And the reason why I want to share that because the message was so powerful, but it just reminded me of the fact that I've been saying that over and over again in just about every video, if not every video that I've made so far. But I really wanted to share that again because it's such a powerful message, and it meant so much to me when I heard it. And yeah, with that being said, I love you.
Piecing together whatever the moment asks for. May peace find its home here. I receive unmixed signals, sweet sounds of nothing, describing everything unheard, sacrificing itself to form words with pens, but depends but it depends on the writer how the story is told. May I do them justice, he said in his head, though he meant it with his heart. Everything floating in the air fell through his pen as he wiped the page with ink, cleaning thoughts out of the room, a seemingly empty space. So today, I seen a falcon for the first time in life, I believe. Well, not a falcon. Well, yeah, a falcon for the first time in life. And the reason why it's significant is, for one, it's a rarity that you see something like that up close anyway. Well, that I've seen something like that up close. So today I seen a falcon, and immediately I took a picture of it, and then I looked it up afterwards. And what it represents, and it has meanings connected to Egypt, and what it represents is the rising sun. And it's connected to Ra, the solar deity. And it represents victory, rulership, and overcoming. And it also signifies higher self and connections to the spirit world. So, in seeing this today, was significant for me because of just my overall shift, or the feeling that I've been feeling all day. I've been feeling like a shift in consciousness. I've been feeling like my consciousness has risen a little bit today. It's kind of unclear as to what is going on with it, but it just feels so different today. And even with me feeling like kind of sick a little bit, it still feels like a raising consciousness, and it feels pretty good because I feel very grounded. Yet at the same time, I know that there's a big transition going on, and it may take place over the next few days or whatever. But I can feel that it's a big transition, and I've been seeing also infinity a lot, and I love the fact that it's becoming more relevant because I love the symbol of infinity, and I talked about the symbol of infinity in another video, and the number 8, and how important it is, and that ties into my overall ascension as well. And I've been seeing something else, but I can't remember what it is right now. Again, I'm not really in the best of health right now because I'm a little bit under the weather, but I know this is gonna pass. But yeah, I think that's pretty much all I want to say. I just wanted to make sure I documented this. Naruto is dope.
Something that I'm learning is the more that you focus on yourself, the more the patterns repeat. Like the closer they together they get, and the more they have to move in like a tight space. And the tighter the space, the more they repeat, and the more you realize the patterns. Like certain things will just reflect back like a mirror, and in the mirror it has to reflect back, and it has to reflect back in a certain amount of time. So the quicker it reflects back, the closer you are to like the center, the more the patterns fall apart, the more the patterns disappear, the more the walls that's holding them together disappear. Do you remember? I don't know the words to the song. Do you remember the time when we first met? Do you remember the time when we fell in love? Do you remember the time? When I wake up, I won't need anybody telling me the time. Telling me the time. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. Someone please call 911. Tell them I just been shot down and the bullets in my heart. I was walking, and those were like some of the messages that I got. Like one came from like just nature, just being out of nature, and the other one just came because I was thinking of one song, and then it connected to the other song. And then I was walking, as I was thinking of that song, somebody started singing both of the other songs. Like they were singing I can see clearly now, the rain is gone, and then they started singing someone please call 911. So yeah, just some stuff that I was exposed to, and yeah, this is my Monday.
I wanna spice it up. I wanna do different things. I wanna do it in my own way. So I guess the best way to say that is I wanna do it in a way that allows me to be myself, and to show that this is my way. This is who I am, and this is what I've come to understand in this life, or just living, period. And
I want to share that I got a lot of information by observation, and it came from me letting go of the idea of separation, and like there's the distinction between the material world and the spiritual world. Like you can look at it in a different ways. 53, you can look at it in different ways, and it does have different meanings. Like things do mean different things in like the material world, and the material world, and it means something different in the spiritual world. But they can be represented by the same symbol, but it's the way that you look at it. It's the perspective always. It's always the perspective of the way you look at things, and that determines what level you are on as far as your journey. But it also determines the way you look at the world. But it could be anything. I want to say also numbers. Numbers are very spiritual. Like it's something that I've always kept with me. Like I've always like been attracted to numbers. I always loved numbers. Even since I was young, I've always loved numbers. But once I learned numerology at a young age, I pretty much carried it with me throughout life, 222. And carrying it with me throughout life has allowed me to stay connected to that spiritual world without necessarily being like totally aware of what I was doing. Like I was aware of the fact that it was numerology and I loved it, but I didn't know how connected it was and how important these numbers were. And like still, like to this day, I'm still figuring out that these numbers have meaning beyond what I knew then. And even at this very moment, like these things evolve over time. Like the spiritual world evolves over time. And I just really wanted to come and say that. And I'm glad that I'm like spending some time like right in front of the sun, enjoying like, nature. There has never been like a separation between me and the spiritual world. But the separation that I thought was, or that existed, was one that was created by my own ignorance and not really observing, the things that are around me, and just like sitting back and really just like listening and watching and paying attention, it allowed me to see that things that I didn't realize were spiritual are spiritual, and people um, are spiritual, and they represent things um, that are not necessarily what they appear to be. Like from if it can be names or anything like that. That's a big key to my understanding, like especially today, because I've seen a lot of I heard a lot of people's names and realized how they sound like books in the Bible, and them being books in the Bible, it lets me know that I'm not separated from their world. The only separation would have been like me not being aware of the fact that they are names of books in the Bible. And the people around me, they are people that I've been familiar with for my entire life. But the new people, the people that I don't know, they have biblical names. So it just lets me know that the spiritual world is always present. Tesla, free energy, 777, higher frequency, 13 ghost run. I'm speaking metaphysically.
All right, go ahead. We have an announcement really quick.
Please, greetings you all. Please excuse me for, this interrupt.
Just a quick update. I'm seeing a lot of, I guess, mirrors in time, where at the beginning of the quarantine, I was going online to do a lot of my healing work, a lot of my breath work, a lot of my meditations, and I guess you could say a lot of my sound healing as well. Even though I got into sound healing a little bit later than than breath work, because I was more into breath work at the time. Even though at the beginning of the quarantine, before I found the online group that I go to, I did do an event that did a lot of healing in one day. It's like focused on different chakras with each class, and that was like the start of everything. But I'm seeing a lot of that come from like I guess like another dimension into this one, where it's coming into my physical world. I'm actually interacting with these people on a physical level, and they're in my actual same dimension. They're in the same world that I'm in, 111. They're in the same world that I'm in. Well, in the same space that I'm in, and we're meeting together to do a lot of healing work. And it's different because it's people that look like me, and it's people who are in my area. They're close to me. They stay close to me. So it's more of a community thing. Even though the online community that I'm a part of, I appreciate being a part of, because from there I've grown a lot. And I appreciate everything that I've learned from them. And I'm not gonna leave that community just because I found this community. It's just that I'm able to actually interact with these people differently. I can actually see them differently, and I'm looking forward to the journey ahead. And I'm really interested in seeing what I can learn from this experience. And yeah, I guess that's it for right now. But I want to say 222.